Mapagpalang gabi po. Dako po tayo sa the fourth word in seven last word. Yung salitang Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. My God, why have you forsaken me? Ito po yung makikita natin sa Matthew 27:46 and Mark 15:34. Pag sinabi po nating salitang forsaken, pwede rin po natin gamitin yung word na abandoned or buhay. Minsan, naroon po yung pakiramdam na para tayong pinabayaan ng ating mga mahal sa buhay. At naroon din na nararanasan natin na yung abandonment, naroon po na nagiging disappointment, discouragement, or being down at sa kalungkutan. At ang pakiramdam na iyon ay minsan nagiging more intense na feelings such as anger and even rage. Example po, yung death and feeling abandoned. Kahit naman po sino, kung mawalan ka ng mahal sa buhay, na naroon yung kalungkutan, na naroon na parang pinabayaan siya, na yung naiwanan po ng mahal sa buhay, naroon po yung minsan hindi nga lang natin sa teleserye na napapakinggan o sa soap opera yung salita, bakit mo ako pinabayaang mag-isa na harapin yung mundo? Nasasabihin pa, ang dami-daming anak. But, dahil lang po sa naramdaman natin na yung kalungkutan naroon na para tayong pinabayaan, na parang mag-isa na lang tayo na hinarap yung buhay. Kaya nga po yung death, minsan po nagiging dahilan sa tao na maramdaman yung abandonment. And point number 2, sometimes during life, we all feel abandoned by God. Nangyayari po to sa buhay, especially po pag may nangyayari pong tragedy personally. Example po sa buhay ni Job in Old Testament. Naranasan po ni Job ang personal tragedies na he lost his farms, lost the animals, lost his children, and lost his wife. Lahat po nawala sa buhay ni Job. At naroon po yung pakiramdam niya na pinabayaan siya ng Panginoon, iniwanan siya. At naroon na naramdaman ni Job na angry with God, na and even rage at God, na yung pong ganung pakiramdam, natural po na maramdaman mo yun. Wala naman pong tao na nagalit, na nakangiti pa. Maski naman po sino na may naramdaman kang hindi maganda, naroon po yung pakiramdam na napapakita mo. But hindi porket normal, gawin mo ng normal lagi. Hindi naman po ganoon. Kaya nga po, alam po natin na may mga tao po na nakakaranas ng abandonment by their loved ones and abandoned by God. Pero ito po ipansamantala lang dahil yung pakiramdam na yun ay naroon po na ito po napapalitan. At point number 3 po sa mga nangyari po na kaganapang ito ay nangyari po ito sa Golgotha, the place of execution, right outside the walls of Jerusalem, Jesus on the cross. The sky turned dark and black, the darkest day of human history, and so did Jesus' heart. It was 3 o'clock on that Friday afternoon, and Jesus was coming closer to his death. The Bible tells us that Jesus cried out sa napakalakas pong tinig, na hindi po kagaya nung sa last 3 words, naroon po yung pagpalagay na po natin, naroon yung pagka-mahinahon ng kanyang salita sa last 3 word, na narinig pa natin ang kanyang panalangin na, Father, forgive them, for they know that what they do. And Jesus spoke gently to the thief on the cross, today you will be with me in paradise. At sinabi rin po ng Panginoon in a quiet tones to his mother and his best friend beneath the cross. And then Jesus reached into his soul and shouted to the heavens at the top of his lungs. It's almost a scream in a Greek word, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, in Aramaic word. And at sa kanya pong salita na Eli, Eli, my strong God, why have you abandoned me? Or why have you deserted me? Or why have you forsaken me? Amen po. And point number 4, what can we learn from Jesus' cry to God? The first thing we learn is this, na normal po na yung makaramdam po tayo nung abandonment. Kasi naramdaman din po ng Panginoon na nandun po siya sa cross nung siya po'y nasa kalagitnaan po ng paghihirap. Naroon po yung sakit, hindi lamang po physical, maging siguro yung emotional, kasi naroon yung pakiramdam niya naroon yung kalungkutan niya na pinabayaan siya ng Panginoon, na naroon po na nararanasan po ng bawat isa na yung pakiramdam na yon minsan hindi lamang po nasa loob kundi nasasabi rin po natin. But kagaya po ng ginawa ng Panginoon, Jesus was the very Son of God, the heart of mind of God in the flesh, and in the moment of the deepest darkest of the land and the deepest darkest of his heart, Jesus felt that God abandoned him, and he shouted his feeling to the heavens. This revealed that Jesus was purely human. Naroon po na nasaktan din siya. Naroon po yung pakiramdam na naroon po na naramdaman niya po yung abandonment. Kaya nga po minsan, siguro po minsan naririnig natin sa mga tao na pagka yung may mga dahilan sila na tao lang ako, nasasaktan din. Dahil totoo nga naman, may pakiramdam naman tayo na hindi po lahat naroon yung kagalakan. Meron din pong time na malungkot, may time na parang pinabayaan, pero hindi po ito pangmatagalan. Hindi po, lumilipas po. The second thing we learn from Jesus' word is this, kahit po in a worst situation of life, kumapit lamang po tayo sa Panginoon with both hands. Kagaya po ng ginawa ng Panginoon in His darkest hour. With darkness all around Him and within Him, Jesus still hold to God with both hands. His left hand said, "My God." His right hand said, "My God." Eli, Eli, my God, my God. Was Jesus hold to God with both hands in the midst of his horrific situation? Jesus hold to God with all his might during the darkest hour of his life. Kaya nga po, may kasabihan nga po sa buhay, hindi lamang po kasabihan sa mga beauty contest, kasabihan po sa buhay na it's easy to believe in God when life smiles on you. Pagka pa-relax-relax lang, Facebook lang, walang problema. But it is more difficult to believe in God when life can be incredibly hard in the worst and darkest day. All problem happen. Naroon po yung ating panghihina na may maranasan lang tayo na pagsubok. Akala natin katapusan na ng mundo, pero hindi po. Dahil meron pong planong maganda ang Panginoon sa ating buhay. We need to be like Jesus na even in the worst situation of life, naroon po na yung pagkapit niya sa Panginoon with both hands. Amen po. The third thing, the drama does not end with this depression and emotional exhaustion. Why have you forsaken me? These are not his last word, not his final words, not the end of the story. Dahil sa buhay po ni King David, sinulat niya po sa Psalm 22, my God, why have you forsaken me? But in Psalm 23, naroon po, the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. And sa buhay din po ni Job na complained to God when he lost his possession, his family, everything, he raved against God in his anger. But those words were not his last word. He also wrote at the end of his book, I know that my Redeemer lives. Maging po sa ating mga buhay, ano po yung nararanasan nating pagsubok, hindi po ito yung katapusan. Dahil may plano po ang Panginoon upang maging maganda po yung tatakbuhin natin sa buhay. Kaya nga lang po, manampalataya tayo dahil sabi nga po na andyan lang ang Panginoon na naghihintay sa atin na lumapit at tumawag sa Kanya. Maging sa Panginoon, yung salitang, my God, why have you forsaken me? Eli, Eli, these were not his last word. Yung last word po, mamaya po natin mapapakinggan. Pero sinabi niya nga po, I commit my spirit, diba? Kaya po, ang susunod po na fifth word, ayan po ay pakikinggan natin.